Hello U10. We're going to little video covering some of the stuff we did in the Zoom that people wanted me to do again, and some of the other questions that we didn't get to do in the Zoom. So the first one, question 11 from the topic test, and here on this side is the equivalent question from the chapter review. So as I said in the Zoom, when you get something like this, we're going to take the fraction on the left hand side and multiply it by 4, and that will remove the fraction. So h over 4 becomes h. And now we're going to multiply this one by 4 as well, and that means just the numerator times 4, which is 28 on 12. So both sides multiply by 4 will get you that. And then we just simplify this to be divided by 4 is 7, 3 equals 2 1/3. This is a similar question here from the chapter review. So this time we multiply by 5 because it's the bottom number of the fraction. So everything times 5 means that that becomes y, and that becomes 35 on 4. Just multiplying the top number, and that simplifies to 35. That's 8 3/4. I'll come back to some of these answers later. Okay. Question 16, redo, changing the subject. These are the questions from the chapter review. I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time. 4x minus y, we have to make y the subject. So I'm going to move the y over to this side. So we're going to add y plus y. That leaves this on this side, and 10 plus y on that side. And then now I'm going to move the 10 over here. Take away 10. That's a bit easier than what I did in the Zoom. 4x minus 10. There it is. Okay, so I'll do these other ones here quick. So part A, I've got to make A the subject, okay. Y equals AX plus B. So everything on this side except A is going to go. So first thing I'm going to do is take away the B. And then I'm going to divide by X. There we are. Okay, next one, part B. Very good. P equals the square root of A over M, making A the subject. Tricky. Okay, square root involved here, so that's got to go. And to reverse a square root, we square it, which means that this side becomes, we're going to just square that. And so this side we're going to square as well. So when you take away the square root sign, you've got to square the other side. What we're looking for, A. Okay, so now we multiply by M. B squared M equals A. There we are. That's part B. Part C. Okay. A bit more to do in this one, a bit more action happening. 1 plus a, going to need more space. 1 plus a equals 1 minus a. Okay, multiply, expand m times 1 plus m times a equals 1 minus a. Righto. Let's move the m over here. 1 minus a minus m. And then we got to got to add the a. One minus m. And then we need to factorise to isolate a, so I'm going to take a out. This part stays the same. And now we can divide by this little bit. 1 minus m over 1 plus m, or m plus 1. There we go. 17. So all we've got here is f times f minus 3 equals 0. Now, to something to equal 0, one of the factors have got to be 0, one or both. So we can't have f equaling 1 or 3 because, 1 times 0 times. Okay, let's have a look. F equals 0 will mean that that's 0 times minus 3. Well, it'll work. The other one is f's got to be 3. If f is 3, 3 times 3 minus 3. 3 minus 3 is 0, that equals 0 there too. So this could almost work for one of them, but not both. It's only that one that has both answers. We'll get you to the equals 0 part. F. Okay. Number 3, there's quite a few of these that are similar. We'll also come back to these. This one's the closest one because we can factorise it to k times k plus 5 equals 0, which means k to be correct has got to equal 0 or 5. Either one will get you the answer there. Okay, this one here, the angle sum of a polygon, basically this is a sub-in question, just like this one is in the chapter reviews. So what have we got? Angle sum is 1440. How many sides? Well, S is the angle sum. Equals 180 times n minus 2. So we'll simplify here to divide by 180. And we found 1440. I need a calculator. There you are. Thank you, made it. 8. 8 equals n minus 2. Oh, that means 10 equals 10. There it is. This one here is another sub-in, but I think that's probably easier, this one. Braking distance of a bicycle travelling at that speed is, using that formula, calculate the braking distance when the speed is 15. So v is the speed. So instead of v, we're going to put 15. 15 times 16. 240. 240 over 2, that's 120. Braking distance is 120 metres. Because 15 metres per second is quite fast. So that must be a motorbike. Yep. Alright, question 19, solving this. So we treat it solving wise as having an equal sign, even though that says greater than or equal to. So expanding, 7d plus 35 is greater than or equal to 55. Then we move the 35 over here. Take 35 away, that's 20. Divide by 7. It's 20 over 7, which is 2. Greater than or equal to 2 and 6 over 7. There it is. I'll do one of these ones. What looks tricky. Let's have a look at F. This is from the chapter review. 3 minus 5x over 2 is greater than or equal to 9. Okay, multiply by 2. 2, we get greater than or equal to 18 times 2. Move the 3 over. Minus 3, so minus 5x is greater than or equal to 15. Now we have to divide by minus 5, and that's where the tricky bit is, because then we have to reverse this sign when divide or multiply by minus. So divide by minus 5, that becomes x, and it becomes less than or equal to, divide by minus 5, that's minus 3. Yep. So when you multiply and dividing in these with a negative, the sign reverses. Okay, solving x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. And these are equivalent ones in the chapter review questions. So we already got to factorise. So I'm going to do this one, and let's go G over here. So where's our pick? So it's obviously two numbers that are the answer. So to factorise quadratic, you take the factors of this last number, plus 2. Plus 2 factors are 2 times 1. But then you've got to add 2 plus 1 to equal negative 3, which is what the case here. But we can't do it. So I'm going to have to go with the fact that you can also multiply these two. That also equals 2. So negative 2 and negative 1 are the factors that we use in the final factorisation, because they add up to negative 3. Negative 2 and negative 1. They're factors of 2, and when you add them, equals minus 3. So then we go x, in red we'll do a minus 2, minus 1. They're the ones. Equals 0. Now this is another product, so to make this true, we've got to make this equal 0 or this. So x must equal 2 when that is the case. 2 minus 2 is 0. And that one there is got to be 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So 1. X is 2 or 1. And if we sub that in back here, we will get, well, let's do that. Do the 2 first. 2 squared minus 3 times 2 plus 2 should equal 0. 2 squared is 4, minus 6 is minus 2. Correct. Okay, let's put in 1 up here. 1 squared minus 3 times 1 plus 2. 1 minus 3 is minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Correct. So 2 and 1. Okay, let's go over here. We're doing G, I said, okay. 8 squared minus 8h minus 9 equals 0. So we've got to factorise factors of minus 9. Factors. There's a few. Keep in mind when we add them we've got to equal minus 8. So we could go with minus 3 times 3. We'd go minus 9 times 1 or minus 1 times 9. Which one of them when you add them equals 8, minus 8? 3 plus 3 is 6. Minus 9 plus 1 is minus 8. That's the ones. 1 minus 1 plus 9 is 8. So factors, when you add them, it's got to equal this one. Minus 8. So we've got them. X minus 9 and 1. Now, the last bit, to make it equal 0. This bracket got to equal 0 or this one. So the first solution is x equals 9. When you do that, that becomes 0. That becomes 10. 0 times 10 is 0. This one here, minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Minus 1 times minus 9 is minus 10. Still 0. And just to sub it in quick, just to check, 9. 9 squared is 81. 8 times 9 is 72. Minus 9. Yep, that's equal 0. What about 1? 1 minus 8 minus 9. Oh, minus 1. Minus 8 times minus 1 is plus 8. Yep, that equals 0 to 2. So that's all good. Okay. So, what we got left? Yep, I think what I might do is I will come back and finish the rest of it next time. Thanks everyone.